Oh yeah, okay, so it's 58 degrees outside. March 1st, 2020. And Hayden has convinced us that even though the pool's not quite clear, but it's good enough to swim in. And he doesn't understand that it's 58 degrees, but it's flipping cold. Okay, so Brooke's about to start the timer. Once Hayden jumps in the water, the clock starts, and he gets $1 a minute for every minute that he's underwater. But boy, yeah, I hope that we don't end up going to the hospital today. Hi, I'm Jay Sellers, and this is my story. I've been a lurker for a very long time. I've come up with so many excuses over the years why I didn't want to commit to being a personal content creator that I could write a book about it, but I'm not very good with words. And there goes another one. The truth is that every last human being on Earth has a story to tell that's going to be immensely interesting to at least one other person. I think we come from a long line of storytellers, and we have an obligation to preserve our stories for future storytellers to learn from and to build on. The greatest fear that I face is being so vulnerable that others begin to exploit my weaknesses, but the greatest challenge that I face is that I can be lazy. Being a content creator can be hard, right? Even more so if the content that you create is something artistic about yourself. I've done artistic work in my life, but I've never really called myself an artist. Like many of you, I've played in a band and dreamt of stardom, but never quit my day job. Speaking of day jobs, my official title is Director of Administration for a local water and sewer utility in Brunswick, Georgia. The irony is that I get to spend some of my efforts at work creating educational content for my neighbors. Over the last few years, I've become FEMA trained to serve as a public information officer. I coordinate the emergency planning efforts of the utility, helping to make sure that our staff has the training and resources necessary to be able to respond appropriately to natural and even man-made disasters. Prior to Hurricane Matthew in 2016, this was a fairly mundane task, as no one born and raised in our community had faced that level of weather threat in our lifetime. And in that role since about 2001, there wasn't much prep talk outside of hurricane season, which runs from June 1st to November 30th. Now the build-up to hurricane season prep is more intense. We have a very involved local emergency planning committee that meets monthly to help all of our local partners become more prepared for all sorts of disasters. Like the Golden Ray. You've likely seen or heard plenty about this car carrier that listed and ran aground in late 2019. I got a call early on that Sunday morning, September 8th, when the rescue was underway for the remaining 4 crew that were trapped in the engine room. That next day, I assisted with the setup of the Joint Information Center, along with Coast Guard public affairs staff and a handful of local PIOs. These are all sharp folks. There wasn't much information we could report, and even now, 6 months later, there's still a tension about what exactly caused the accident and how soon the story will end and the local scenery can get back to normal. Just this past week, salvage efforts crossed another milestone, but we'll still be wrestling with this project for months, and environmental impacts are yet to be seen. My family and I live in a great community halfway between Jacksonville, Florida and Savannah, Georgia. This is Brooke. Hayden is flying a drone around. Maya's on the ground playing in the sand. And maybe we can tell you a little bit about what it's like to live in Clinton County, Georgia. Right now we're on beautiful St. Simon's Island. And earlier today, we started off the day with Hayden deciding that it was warm enough to jump in the pool. And
it was not.
So I don't know, those goggles aren't going to keep you warm. You need a wetsuit or something serious.
For reference, we did try to talk about it, but it's not cold. It's not cold.
Okay, because we were going to go to the beach. We'll go to the beach after you thaw out. We'll go enjoy walking on the beach. Maybe we'll throw you in the water. Okay, mom's getting the timer ready. No toe in the water. You're jumping in. Okay, so here we go. This is bad parenting 101. Yep. Okay, the timer starts when you hit the water. Do it. Hey. It's not like the Russian polar bear plunge or anything. Go for it. Go ahead. Here we go. Mom's going to start the timer when you hit the water.
If you push me in.
No, I'm not pushing you in. Jump. Oh no, it's clear. It's just cloudy. I think. Yeah, the skimmer and Freddie got all the junk up. Yeah, it's just a cricket. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. $1 a minute, go. March 1st, 2020. Polar bear plunge. No. Jump in. Don't be scared. You can do it. Four seconds. So who's right? When mom and dad say this is a bad idea, who's right? He made a bet that he would be able to make it and get $1 per minute if he lasted about
4 seconds.
4 seconds. So now Hayden is quite convinced that mom and dad are geniuses. Nah, he's still struggling. He's a 9-year-old teenager. And then we went by and saw the Golden Ray, the cargo ship that capsized in the St. Simon Sound late last year.
Good sound. Sorry. Watch out, there's dogs. Careful. Just enjoying my dog. Be sweet. Be sweet.
No.
Hayden, stop.
Oh, and we're in a rental car. It sort of feels like we're on
Stop barking
vacation.
at that dog.
We had to have our car towed this morning to get work on. There's some type of ground issue. So hopefully that gets resolved without an arm and a leg. Of course, it'll mistake. Hey, puppy.
Hi, puppy.
I have more to say than I thought I would, but I want to say bye for now. I hope that you have a great week. I'll see you again next Saturday. Yeah, so the truth is, this is the first time we've been to the beach this year, 2020. And did we come to the
Did
beach
we
last year?
I don't even
I'm
think
not
we
sure.
did last year.
So we live about 15 minutes from the beach and don't come here that often.
Come here.
No.
Come here. Please turn my drone off. My hands are too sandy. But the dirt will suck up the water.
Hey, cute girl.
Not always. It might.